Hi there! Today we have in the house Vu's newly launched Masterpiece GLO series of QLED TVs, and it's going to be available in three sizes. The 55-inch, which you can see right here, then there's a 65-inch and a mammoth 75-inch. Let me tell you about its specs, which I'm sure are completely going to blow you away. Now all are 4K QLED TVs with IPS panels, then you get full array backlight, which also supports local dimming, 120Hz refresh rate, 240Hz motion rate, VRR support, which means it's going to be a paradise for gamers. There's Dolby Vision, there's Dolby Atmos, and a 4-speaker setup with one dedicated subwoofer giving you a sound output of 100 watts. The best part is that all these three QLED TVs share the exact same specifications. Don't worry, we'll show all of them to you. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one. So continue watching, but before we begin, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Also follow me on my social media handles for more tech info. This is your friend Tech Singh. Let's get started. Alright, so we'll start with the 55-inch, and here it is. It's got a metal frame on the side with a completely bezel-less design. The TV itself is quite thin too. The lower bezel is also made of metal with this gorgeous Armani gold finish. The best part is this color sometimes looks like rose gold while sometimes silver. Vu branding in the center, and just below that is the ambient light sensor along with the far-field mics for hands-free Google Voice Assistant. The stands too are made of solid metal, Armani gold finish, and the design is such that the TV doesn't wobble. It gives the TV a very premium feel. And finally, here are the dimensions of the 55-inch variant, 48-inch by 30 inches. Now moving to the back, well, this too is made of metal and is extremely well built. The bottom section is polycarbonate and has this nice textured design. There is a back-firing built-in subwoofer right in the center, which will truly enhance the audio experience. The power input port on the left, while the rest of the ports are towards the right. One USB 3.0, 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, antenna, 3.5mm headphone jack, and one USB 2.0 port. The HDMI 1 and 2 port supports 4K at 60Hz, HDMI 3 supports eARC at 4K at 120Hz, and the HDMI 4 also supports 4K at 120Hz. Then towards the back is the Ethernet and optical input, which makes sense because we don't access these ports very often. Then here's a quick glance at the 65-inch Vu Masterpiece GLO QLED TV. Exact same bezel-less design and the same Armani gold finish. Here are the dimensions of the 65-inch, 57-inch by 36-inch. Will be helpful before you buy this TV. Finally coming to the magnificent 75-inch Vu Masterpiece GLO QLED TV. And let me tell you, this one is big. How big? Well, here are the dimensions. 66 inches by 42 inches. So make sure that you have enough space before you get one. And trust me, it looks spectacular. Now before we move further, here's a quick glance at the specifications. So it comes with a 4K IPS panel with a resolution of 3840 by 2160 pixels. We get 3GB RAM and 16GB internal storage, 120Hz refresh rate with 240Hz motion rate, full array backlight which also supports local dimming, 800 nits of peak brightness, HDMI 2.1 with support for 4K at 120Hz, VRR and FreeSync support for gamers, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos support, 4.1 speaker setup with 100 watts sound output. Alright, so here's the first look at the display of the 55-inch Vu QLED TV. We can see the new Android Discovery UI, apps row on the top with all the popular apps and the content row below. Also worth mentioning, the interface is very snappy and responsive. No lag and very smooth animations. Let's check out the Android version number, and it's running Android 10. Let's also check out the storage. So out of 16GB, we get about 7.9GB of usable space. Then going into the apps tab, we get the Netflix app that comes pre-installed, media app, Prime Videos, YouTube. There's also screen mirroring, and we did mirror our Android phone and it was buttery smooth. Check that out. Then we also checked out the Android Play Store, from where you can download tons of apps and games. All entertainment OTT apps are also available to download: ZEE5, Disney Hotstar, Sony Live, and so many more. Alright, it's time to talk about the main deal, the display. Now this is a 4K video streaming from YouTube and it's playing absolutely fine at full 4K. The color reproduction is stellar. It's not just vibrant, but a whole new gamut of colors that you will discover. It comes with full array backlight and there are tons of benefits for that. First, the details and the sharpness are absolutely spot on. The blacks are pitch dark because the backlight in that area is turned off, while the brightly lit areas are perfectly backlit. And secondly, the full array backlight is also able to produce 800 nits of peak brightness, which makes HDR and Dolby Vision content look fabulous. Also, since this QLED TV comes with an IPS panel, you couldn't have asked for more. Viewing angles are brilliant and you don't see any shift in color or tones. So even if you're sitting diagonally, the experience would be exactly the same. The TV also comes with MEMC, which you can tune it as per your choice from the settings, from film to standard to smooth. Let's put it to smooth and check out a quick demo. Oh wow. Now that soccer match feels so fluid, it's like actually being in the stadium. Not a hint of lag or jitter. Also, one thing to remember is to keep the motion smoothing to film or standard while watching a movie for the best viewing experience. Then we also played 4K video files from our pen drive using the default media player and they all worked really well. All popular codecs and formats such as MP4 and MKV were supported. Now something that all of you have been waiting for, and that's gaming. Now since this TV comes with HDMI 2.1 that supports 4K at 120Hz along with VRR, making it absolutely ideal for gaming. Here in the picture settings, it's selected HDR game. Then in advanced settings, instant game response is turned on along with free sync. Now let's play. Wow, it's a paradise for gamers. Super smooth experience is probably an understatement. VRR matches the TV's refresh rate to the frame rate being output by the console in real time, resulting in smoother, faster gaming experience. But in this demo, since we are using a PS4, it's actually not doing full justice to the potential this TV has. We also played Asphalt 8, which we installed from the TV's Play Store, and that too played like a breeze. And trust me, I've seen this game stutter on the best of TVs. Those who love playing games are absolutely going to love it. Then we also checked out Netflix app and it worked really smoothly. Here you can see some titles support Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. You can see both the logos just next to the title. Now here's a demo and Dolby Vision is an experience like no other. Feast your eyes on the vivid images that look more like real life. Highlights that are 40 times brighter and blacks that are 10 times darker than standard picture. Also thanks to the TV's 800 nits peak brightness, it does full justice to Dolby Vision. There is also an option to switch to Dolby Vision IQ, Dolby Vision Dark and Dolby Vision Custom as per your preference. Coming to Dolby Atmos. First, you make sure you go to the audio settings and enable Dolby Atmos here. Alright, hear it to believe it. The audio is super crisp and clear and all thanks to that Atmos, it makes you feel like being a part of the story. It's one of the key features I always recommend everyone to look for before they buy a smart TV. Sound mixed in Dolby Atmos stereo goes beyond left and right channels. It allows you to hear details you've never heard before. The 4 down-firing speakers with one dedicated subwoofer makes for an immersive experience. And I can promise you that the 100-watt beast will surely not disappoint. Alright, a quick look at the remote and it's an aluminium build with matte silver finish which looks premium from the moment you set your eyes on it. View branding at the bottom, hotkeys of all the popular apps below here. There's also a newly added Spotify hotkey. Above is the D-pad, you have the Google Voice Assistant, you have the mute button and so much more. It's one of the most gorgeous looking remotes, hands down. Then the TV also comes with hands-free Google Voice Assistant with far-field mics, where you can just say OK Google and ask it the question. Works very well. Rest you also get Bluetooth support to connect your favorite pair of wireless headphones and enjoy audio wirelessly. Alright, now here's a quick comparison. Towards the left is the 65-inch Samsung Frame QLED TV from 2021 and on the right is the Vu 65-inch QLED TV. So the peak brightness on the Samsung Frame TV is 500 nits while 800 nits on the Vu QLED TV. The frame is edge lit while the Vu QLED TV is full array backlit. The Samsung 65-inch frame is priced at 1,40,000, while the Vu 65-inch is priced at 1 lakh. But the experience of the Vu QLED TV is still way beyond. It produces deeper blacks with more color depth, higher contrast, more detail and clarity. And let me pause the video for a second and show you. Check out the blacks and the colors. It's probably harder to spot when you're recording with the camera, but trust me, in reality, it's drastically superior. Pausing another frame, check out the details in the bug and the wood on the Vu QLED TV. In fact, when kept side by side, it almost feels like the Vu QLED TV is an OLED TV. And what even surprised me more is that Dolby Vision format isn't supported on the Samsung frame. Check that out. The Vu QLED TV also comes with filmmaker mode, which you can turn on from the picture setting. Now once turned on, you can see it's got a more warmer movie-like tone to it, while the Samsung frame TV has more cooler tones. Alright, time to compare the audio. We'll play the same copyright-free sample starting with the Samsung frame. Switching to the Vu QLED. And this sounds so much more louder and richer. You can go to the audio settings and toggle the subwoofer on and off if needed. You can even reduce or increase the intensity of the bass from here. Let's switch to the Samsung frame again. Well, the audio is clear but very flat. Going back to the Vu QLED TV, and the experience is just next level. Alright, so the audio experience is unparalleled to any TV with built-in speakers I've heard. And the cherry on the cake is the Dolby Atmos. And the reason I say that is nothing comes even close. The Vu Masterpiece GLO series takes absolutely everything. In fact, even more. The 55-inch is priced at 74,990, which is an absolute steal. Most other TVs with similar specs are priced 20 or 40,000 more, yet don't match the experience. I wish I could point out some cons, but I'm completely stunned. You can also get the 65-inch for 90,990 and the 75-inch for 1,79,990. For me, the sweet spot is actually the 55-inch, which is priced at 74,990. Yes, I've mentioned it before, but that's unbeatable. Go buy any of these and I'm sure they will actually surprise you. I'll leave the links below in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check it out. So I hope this video was helpful. If there are any questions, mention them down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them all. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.